Talofa lava, malolele. My name is Latailakepa, and I'm the creator of the solo piece Underkava Lover. So I made the show back in 2018 for my first year at TOI Whakaari, and to give you guys a bit of context about what the show is about. So it's a young Tongan man, and he goes on this journey for love, or this quest for love, and he goes to his uncle for advice, and the uncle offers him kava. So he drinks the kava, and then the piece kind of flows into this dream sequence. But then the young Tongan man comes across a conflict about whether if he should go after the girl of his dreams or if he should hold it down for the boys. So that's pretty much like the overall sort of arc of the piece. In terms of like the creative origins of the piece, I think a lot of it stems from love films. I took most of the lovey-dovey moments and I put a young Tongan man in there, and it's kind of like a little exploration of how does it look when there's like all of a sudden a Tongan boy in the middle of these universal sort of like love moments, and how's that crack up, how is it sad, or how does it make people feel in a way, I guess. I think in terms of the creative origins, it comes from a lot of Pacific theatre, just slightly because it deals with like small hints of Tongan morals, Tongan customs, in terms of how a man should be when going to a girl's house, or how a man should be at the cover circle, or how a man should actually talk about love. And yeah, there's kind of like this sort of underlying sort of theme of the Tongan man and the Tongan customs, Tongan traditions. In terms of what sort of inspires me to create work, for me personally, it's music. You'll notice in my piece, Underkava Lover, I've got songs from like Chris Brown with You, Zepp and Roger, I Wanna Be Your Man, and My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. And it's no surprise that like because it's a piece about love, all the songs are about love as well, but it's just like from different eras. So yeah, music for me definitely helps me sort of build a world, or helps me get into the feeling of what the piece is about. So yeah, I think also in terms of how do I create work, or how do I get ready to create work, if I'm getting ready to do like a few hours of like on the floor sort of stuff, like physical sort of stuff, and like making, creating, I have to have a dance. Reason being is that I'm not a dancer, but when I do freestyle dance, it allows my mind to sort of just like unwind and let my body liberate my body a bit more. So yeah, so that's why I have to do a freestyle dance at the start, and it's fun, like it's cool. I can vibe music, and I just get to let my body do what it needs to do. But in terms of actual, I'd say like content, like how would I come up with content? It's a lot of resourcing. I feel like I have to do a lot of resourcing, and there's this thing that I've kind of learned, and it's called scavenging. It's not stealing, it's called scavenging, and it's where you kind of take little bits of like things that you like, that you've just seen throughout like I guess your life or your artistic practice, and you take little bits and you hold that and you kind of mold it into your own sort of thing. And yeah, that's how I kind of like come up with content. Like for example, like how I take the lovey-dovey moments from the love films, like yeah, but then I mold it to make it into this whole thing of like it's a Tongan sort of experience of it. In terms of like when things get like tough, like when I come against like roadblocks, what I tend to do is I go to get someone that I trust to have a look at it, and I always have to show. Even though it's a solo piece, it's always good to have outside eyes on it. So I guess someone that I trust. So for example, if I want a part of the piece to be comedic, I'm lucky enough that I know someone in my class at TOI Whakaari. I can talk to them and I can bring them in the room, and then not only can I feel comfortable, but I also know that they're gonna drop the hard note in terms of saying like, nah, that's not working, or maybe like try it like this way. So I know someone that's strong in that area of comedy, I get them in and then they help me out. I think in terms of like me personally, what I do is I need to just keep putting stuff up on the floor, even if I think it's like a bad idea, if I think that it's not gonna work. I never know until it's up on the floor, until I've tested it, until I've had outside eyes on it. I never know. So yeah, just always keep like pushing out those ideas in your head, because you don't know how, like, you never know, they might end up being like one of the best parts of your piece. Like I have a few bits in my solo piece that have actually sparked up from random makes that I've did, or because I just put it on the floor. So yeah, and because like we've been in isolation, like how have I been able to do that stuff? Just Zoom. Zoom's pretty much the go, I guess, for like isolation, or if we do go back and sort, but I doubt that. But yeah, go on Zoom, have someone live watching it, or you can just do like a pre-recorded like film sort of test. So you record yourself doing some tests and then you pass it on to someone else that you can trust. Things like collisions, like that helps in the making process. I think also long form improv kind of helps me personally. I think like just having like a set time and then you just improving, like, but you have to set up a world around you, like props, costume, music, lights, whatever you need. And even it could just be something as simple as you chilling in your room but doing that long form improv. But yeah, no, I think that's all I've got to say at the moment. But yeah, no, thanks for the opportunity to talk to you guys, and I hope you guys stay safe, keep making, keep warm, and a lot of love, fam. Okay, catch you later.